What is going on, guys? Early Christmas to Jordan. So I've been scouting throughout basically every online retailer, every supplement store. I've been keeping tabs to see if anything new is coming out, because as it stands, for the last like 3 or 4 months, I've been using PE Science Prolific, and I've been stacking that with Pure Slabs and Oxygen. So that's a stim-free pre-workout. And then the Prolific is, I like it for like the energy and focus. It's like a very clean energy. There's no beta alanine in it. It's got some good pump ingredients. So I combine those two. It's like the ultimate pre-workout. But I saw something online just the other day, ordered it, and it just arrived. I tried it earlier actually, and it's great. And if you've been watching my videos long enough, you remember I used to take Jack3d, Jacked by USP Labs. So it's been a long journey for this company, and I'm curious if this is actually the company or not, because a little backstory in regards to USP Labs. So back in 2013, Obama passed this law that basically prohibited pro-hormones. It was pro-hormones, and also DMAA was taken. So 1,3-dimethylamylamine. The DMAA is super stimulant, basically. Similar to an amphetamine, but not obviously like that. It's not addictive, or I shouldn't say that. It is pretty addictive because it's awesome, but I believe, according to like WebMD, it's not addictive. I could be wrong, but anyway, I didn't feel like it was super addictive, other than like I wanted to take it every workout because it was so good. But they had to take all those off the market. So then Jack3d, Assault by Muscle Farm, like Craze by Craze Sports, they all had to change the formulas, and a lot of companies were looking for other ingredients that are similar to it. So there's a bunch of different ones that they use, but it turns out there's one of those in that, but I'll get to that in a second. So that's a little history as far as this company. And then back in 2015, they faced a ton of litigation. Their whole company basically went down. There's like a federal case. There was like 11 counts on it. They had to forfeit in fees and forfeitures over $60 million. I believe they had to liquidate all their assets too. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'm pretty sure. And so they've been off the radar since. And I just found this the other day. So I was looking over the old formula, like the most recent one before they got pulled. Oh, allegedly also, I guess I should talk about what those people were indicted for. So it was essentially a federal charge for, most of it was for conspiracy to distribute a mislabeled dietary supplement or something like that. Basically what the problem was, they were saying the DMAA that was in it was sourced from geranium extract. That's usually where they get it from, but it was actually synthetically made in a Chinese lab. So that person also was indicted, and the distributors and everything were indicted. So it was a big thing. But to me personally, that's not a big deal. I mean, USP Labs has faced a lot of lawsuits for various reasons, but I don't really care, because the DMAA is still DMAA. It's just not from an herb like they said it was. It's actually synthetically made in a lab, and as far as I know, it was 100% legit. So I understand from a legal standpoint that, you know, it was false labeling, and then they were labeling it differently on the label, so that's a health concern, but, or how it could potentially be. The bottom line is the label was wrong. So yeah, after that happened, they were gone. So I was curious if this was legit, and it actually is. So I looked over the formula, and it's almost identical to what it used to be. So I'll read over it really quick. It's a proprietary blend. The first ingredient is arginine alpha-ketoglutarate, which is okay. I don't really care too much. It's decent. Then creatine monohydrate, whatever. Beta alanine. I kind of don't like that. I don't really like the burning, itchy, scratchy feeling. I used to love it, but it makes it hard to get a pump. It like makes my fingers and my wrists very cold, so then it impacts my pressing, and like the vascularity doesn't come out either. So I don't really like it much, but whatever. It's fine. Caffeine at 135 milligrams. Then it's got 2-amino isoheptane HCl, which that's one of the compounds that I was talking about before. They changed the structure of the DMAA a little bit, and they tried to find things that are close to it, and that is the closest, and that's the one that most companies use as a replacement for the stimulant. So 2-amino isoheptane, I'm not sure. It's less than 135. I've seen it in other supplements dosed about as high as 200, as low as like 75 milligrams. So if I was to guess, caffeine's at 135, and then this is the next ingredient. I'm going to guess there's probably like 110, maybe 100 milligrams. Then the next ingredient, which is advertised right on the front here, is geranium extract from stems and leaves. So based on their past, I don't know if that's legit or if that's from a Chinese lab, but I don't really care because it's in there and it's nice. Then it's yohimbe extract. Not quite sure why that's in there, but cool. And then Schism extract, which is just an adaptogenic herb. It's in mostly like mood and energy supplements, but I've seen it in a few pre-workouts. So I am stoked because I tried this today, and there is definitely DMAA in this. That's a fact, because I could tell a huge difference. I was a lot more jittery, but I could definitely tell the difference. And I like the fact that they added the 2-amino-isoheptane HCl in as well, and caffeine. So it's dope. It is. I got the grape flavor. Tastes delicious. I ordered this from subs.com, so if you guys are interested in that, hopefully this doesn't, I don't know. I'm hoping it stays on the market. So I love it. And it was only about $32. So I think it's normally $40. I got a discount on it. So we will see if it stays around, but I 10 out of 10 recommend this, guys. Definitely check out Jack3d if you're looking for something that's heavy stim. Again, it's very powerful and very potent, and I believe they do not recommend starting off with more than 1 scoop or even half a scoop to assess tolerance, which with all the stimulants that are in that, I would recommend the same because it's pretty powerful, and I can't wait to use it again tomorrow. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have ever tried the Jack3d, whether it's the original or the new formula, or like the Jack Micro. That one was okay too. I remember that. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are taking any pre-workouts, because I'm always interested in new suggestions. So I'll talk to you guys really soon in the next video. Peace out.